Hi, my name is Eric Ryan. I'm your CJS 207 Criminal Procedure, Constitutional Rights of the Accused instructor, and I want to do a couple minutes before we really get into the meat of the lecture or discussion to tell you what the outline of tonight's live to tape, is going to be about. And first of all, I'd like to introduce one of my teaching assistants who is a former recent student of mine, Ms. Hopkins. Shay Hopkins, who is a teaching assistant. She will help me post on the blackboard. She is an audience for me, and she's also the director. So she's one of the best writers that I've ever taught. I've been teaching since '07 at SIUE. I'm very proud to have her. She started her internship this week with my law firm in Belleville. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so tonight we're going to go into an introduction to the course, which is not going to be your normal introduction of, well, here's the syllabus, and I will do all that later, but just not on the first night, because you'll be able to see the syllabus once it's posted on the blackboard. Definitely, if you have questions about what's required of you, I would ask you to email me at my private email, which is ericrein@icloud.com. So it's my name, Eric Ryan, without a middle initial, at icloud.com. Text me, or you can text me, 618-580-3821 at any time if you have a question. And generally, because I had big problems with the Zoom last semester, and here's what it was. I hired my IT guy. I paid him a couple $100 to get me set up on the Zoom because, of course, I read books and I don't know anything about these machines, and frankly, I'm scared of them because I like to be in control of the classroom, and the Zoom was nothing I could control. As I found out, where it had guaranteed us 40 minutes of the first hour of the lecture, and it cut us off without warning at 30 minutes, and I found out later it kicked two of my students, and I only had like 41 students at the time, kicked two of them off the Zoom. So what I had to do was re-record it, put it up on the class blackboard through my assistant, and my son helped me, and we put it up on YouTube too. My YouTube channel is Eric Ryan, and it's a picture of me in front of a big flag at the courthouse as background that was shot in 2013. So the first thing you're going to have is about 45 minutes of an introduction to the class. The second thing will be a 30 to 40 minute discussion of natural rights that I believe human beings have. And also the companion to that topic is what rights of the natural rights that I believe exist are in fact recognized by U.S. law, Constitution, court decision, the Supreme Court of the United States. The abbreviation for that, well known now in media, is SCOTUS. So whenever I refer to SCOTUS, that's shorthand for the Supreme Court of the United States. And then the last part of the class tonight is going to be an hour and 39 minutes of the best documentary that I've ever seen. It was filmed 30 years ago about the Civil War. It was on PBS in 1990 in the winter. It got huge ratings. It really sparked my interest in reading more about the Civil War. I'd always been a Civil War buff since I was 8 or 9 years old, and I remember reading a book by a man named Jim Bishop, and it's called The Day Lincoln Was Shot, and it took you through the day and a half events, minute by minute, what happened on April 14th into April 15th in 1865 when Lincoln was murdered by the equivalent of Brad Pitt killing the President of the United States, because John Wilkes Booth, while there was no TV, radio, theaters, there was live theater, and John Wilkes Booth was a very famous actor, and that is how I would describe what he did to Lincoln, as if Brad Pitt, who's not a murderous man, he's a wonderful guy, he went to school at Mizzou, what would happen if someone in his position killed the president. So when we play the Civil War, and it's already up on the blackboard, I believe, I will also do a few minutes introduction to that. And so right now we're fixing to terminate this tape that's only 5 minutes long, and then I'm going to start a new one for the formal introduction to the course. So this is part one. Part two is coming up. Thank you.